Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live session of ODA Class, where I will be teaching you about conjunctions. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Mitali Joshi, and I am a master teacher for English here at ODA Class. I have been teaching for more than 3 years, and I am so happy that I get to be a part of this with all of you. Today, like I said, we will be talking about conjunctions. But what exactly are conjunctions? So, conjunctions are words that are used to link words, phrases, or clauses. What that means is these are joining or linking words, right? Now, you might know some examples of these and, but, for, because, but there are three types of conjunctions. We have coordinating conjunctions, we have correlative conjunctions, and we have subordinating conjunctions. In today's class, we will talk only about coordinating conjunctions. We will focus on that and go in depth about coordinating conjunctions. For those of you who want to also learn about correlative and subordinating conjunctions, you can come back next week for our next class where I will teach you about those two. Starting off about coordinating conjunctions, I am going to give you a very easy mnemonic that will help you remember all seven of these coordinating conjunctions. Our mnemonic is called fanboys. Now, there are only seven coordinating conjunctions, and this mnemonic will help you remember all of them. Right? We have for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Now, don't get scared by looking at this long list. We are going to dive into each of these one after the other. Let's start with for. Now, for is a conjunction that is used to show reason or purpose. Let's take an example here. I don't eat peanut butter, for I am allergic to nuts. Now, colloquially, we end up using the word because or since a lot more because for as a conjunction is a very formal word. So, I don't eat peanut butter is the first part, and for helps us see the reason why I don't eat peanut butter. The reason is that I am allergic to nuts. We can take one more example. The money I have earned is all gone, for I have spent it all. So once again, you get to see how the word for helps us see the reason for the first part of the sentence. Now, throughout this lesson, I'm going to teach you two examples, right? The first example will help you see why we've used the conjunction that way. And in the second example, I will show you two sentences and I will show you how we use that conjunction to join these two sentences. For this one, I have, I was late. My car ran out of petrol. Once again, here we see that my car ran out of petrol is the reason for me being late, which is why we can use our coordinating conjunction for in this situation. So we say, I was late for my car ran out of petrol. So once again, here, for helps us see the reason why the first part of the sentence is true. Let's move on to our second conjunction today, which is and. This is one of the most common conjunctions, so I'm sure that all of you know this conjunction. It is used to join two similar ideas. What does that mean? Any two things that are the same, we can join them using our conjunction and. Let's take an example. I am going to learn how to play the piano and guitar. Here, it is used to join piano and guitar. Now, why are these similar ideas? Because they are both musical instruments. If we were to break this sentence down into the two sentences that have been joined, it would be, I am going to learn how to play the piano. I am going to learn how to play the guitar. So you see how this conjunction makes it much easier to convey the same meaning? We join it so we get one sentence. I am going to learn how to play the piano and the guitar. Now, our second example where we get to see how to join these two sentences. Let's take it. He bought milk from the market and he bought eggs from the market. Once again, similar idea of things that he bought from the market. So we join them. He bought milk and eggs from the market. We can take one more example here. Say, I ordered 2 burgers and 2 milkshakes for us because we are so hungry. So once again, whenever and is used, we are joining two similar ideas. Now we can move on to our third conjunction for today, which is nor. Nor in a way is the opposite of and. Where and is used to join two things, nor is used when we want to compare two things, and both of them are usually negative. For example, I cannot go to work nor the doctor's clinic. Now, if we are to break this down into two sentences, it would be I cannot go to work, I cannot go to the doctor's clinic. Here we use nor to join these two. I cannot go to work nor the doctor's clinic. We can take one more example here. Nehal does not like apples. Nehal does not like guavas. So here you see once again two negatives. So let's use our word nor to join these two sentences. Nehal doesn't like apples, nor does she like guavas. Students, I hope you've understood this part. It is used when you want to connect contrasting ideas or when you want to connect two negatives as well. So now we can move on to our fourth conjunction for today, which is but. But once again is used to compare contrasting ideas or to highlight an exception. Now, what does that mean? What that means is usually when we use the word but, after we hear the first part of the sentence, the part before but, we usually wouldn't expect the second part. For example, I can go to the pool. That is the first part of our sentence. Now, if someone says I can go to the pool, you would expect that they're going to swim. But I won't swim. So you see how there is an exception being highlighted in this part? I can go to the pool, but I won't swim. Let's take one more example for this. All my friends wanted to eat pizza. Nobody wanted to buy it. Once again, you would expect that if all my friends want to eat pizza, that they all want to buy the pizza. But no, all my friends wanted to eat pizza, but nobody wanted to buy it. So once again, here we see how the word but helps us see an exception or a contrast. Right? Let's take one more example here. Let's say Chinmoy likes movies, but not scary ones. So you would expect that if he likes movies, he likes most kinds of movies, but no, he does not like scary ones. So but is used when you want to make an exception or if you want to show a contrasting idea. Let's move on to our next conjunction, which is or. We use and to join two things. We use or to show a choice. It is used to highlight two choices. For example, do you want vanilla or chocolate cake? You can have one of the two. Do you want vanilla or chocolate cake? So you see the choice here, students, which is why we use or. Whenever you want to highlight a choice, you can use our conjunction or. Let's take an example here. Does Manish have any brothers? Does Manish have any sisters? Once again, we can use our word or to combine these two because there is a choice. Does Manish have any brothers or sisters? So you see how this makes it much easier. We can take one more example here. I will go shopping on Sunday or I will go camping. So one of these two things can happen, not both of them. So whenever there's a choice, you want to use the or conjunction. Moving on to our sixth conjunction for today, we have yet. Once again, this is used to show an exception or contrast to an idea. Now, you might be wondering what is the difference between but and yet. These are for the most part interchangeably used, but whenever we use yet in spoken English anyway, there is usually a positive connotation to the same. For example, she was nervous, yet she gave the speech. So you see the positive connotation here. She was nervous, yet she gave the speech. We can take one more example here. Let's see. I ran very fast. I didn't win the race. So here once again, I ran very fast has a positive connotation, yet helps us see the exception, helps us see the contrast in the two sentences. So I ran very fast, yet I didn't win the race. Moving on to our last conjunction for today, we have so. Now, so is used to show a reaction or a consequence. For example, I was feeling anxious, so I left the concert. So the first part is usually the reason for the second part, which is the consequence of what happened. I was feeling anxious, so I left the concert. I was hungry, so I ordered myself some food. Malika studied a lot. She scored very well in her exams. Now, once again, you see a clear consequence here. Malika studied a lot, so she scored very well in her exams. The second part of the sentence is a consequence of the first part of the sentence. She scored very well because she studied a lot. All right, now quick reminder, we have done all 7 of our coordinating conjunctions so far. We have fanboys. So we have for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Now we're going to do some exercises together where you have to help me figure out which conjunction we should use. Here is my sentence. Tom is sick. That's my first sentence. He needs to go to the doctor. Now, which conjunction do you think we should use in this question? I'll give you a second, think about it. If you notice, there is a clear consequence relationship here. Tom is sick, which is why he needs to go to the doctor. So we'll use our conjunction, which is so. Tom is sick, so he needs to go to the doctor. Let's take one more example. We have, I want cake. I am not allowed to eat sugar. Which conjunction do you think we should use here? There is a contrast of ideas. I want cake, but I am not allowed to eat sugar. So notice how but is helping us see the contrast. It is helping us see something that we do not expect. But helps us see the exception or the contrast between the first and the second part of the sentence. Let's take our next question. I drank a full bottle of water. I felt thirsty. Which of our coordinating conjunctions do you think fits in this sentence? So our answer here is yet. I drank a full bottle of water, positive connotation, yet I felt thirsty. Exception, contrast. You would expect that if someone has had a full bottle of water, they don't feel thirsty anymore. But here we see that I drank a full bottle of water, yet I felt thirsty. So even after drinking a full bottle of water, I was still thirsty. Our next question, should we go by train? Should we take the bus? This is one of the easiest examples that we've had. Should we go by train? Should we take the bus? So here there is a clear choice, which is why we will use our conjunction or. Should we go by train or take the bus? So there's a choice. One of these two things can happen. So we'll use our coordinating conjunction or. Moving on to our last example. He took me to the store. He bought me a dress. What do we think? Which of our conjunctions would fit well in this case? So now, here we have two similar ideas that are being joined. So we have, he took me to the store and bought me a dress. Similar ideas. The second part of the sentence simply adds on to the first part of the sentence, which is why we use our conjunction and. I have to find a new job. I am unemployed. Now, which conjunction do you think fits into this sentence perfectly? Now, if you remember, right, earlier I was talking about for. which is used to show a reason. Now, I have to find a new job for I am unemployed. Why do I have to find a new job? I am unemployed. So, for here helps us see the reason for why I have to find a new job. Now, quick summary, conjunctions are words that are used to join phrases, words, or clauses. So they are linking words, they're connecting words. We have three types of conjunctions: coordinating, correlative, and subordinating. Today we have talked in depth about coordinating conjunctions, which are fanboys. We have 7 coordinating conjunctions: for and nor, but, or, yet, and so. To learn more about correlative and subordinating conjunctions, you can come back to the next video and let's learn about that together as well. Now, I know that you've had a great time learning with me today. So, you want to continue your education journey, you can come to the ODA Class app, right? The ODA Class app, you can find it on Play Store or on App Store, or you can go to the link in the description box and download the app directly. Now, what can you do once you download the app? Once you download the app, you can join our free sessions and you can earn coins for answering our quizzes. So what happens is you can come to our free sessions, you learn interesting things with amazing teachers, and you'll have quizzes. And as you answer the quizzes correctly, you will get coin rewards. Now, you might ask me, what can you do with these coin rewards? And I'll tell you in just a second. Before I do, let me go through the steps. So like I said, you can either go to the link in the description box, or you can search for the ODA Class app directly on your Play Store or your App Store. Then you download the app and then you log in. You see here, you log in with your cell phone number and then you can join our free sessions. Now, those coins, coming back to the fun part. Once you have enough coins, you can redeem them in the ODA Mall for very fun and exciting gifts. We have lots of options for you all, like a cell phone, like a smart watch, even smart speakers. Now, I know you've enjoyed doing this with me, so I'm wondering what you're waiting for. Download the app, you can like and share the video, and subscribe to our channel so you get the notification for the next conjunctions class. I'll see you very soon. Bye.